Bruh, I never thought I'd be the one to say it, but Mike Epps is being canceled for telling a joke. So he goes on to say the family was walking and they was going to a hotel room or whatever. And when Mike Epps found out how much they was paying for the hotel, which was $500, he was like, look, I'm gonna go ahead and just say a prayer for y'all.
He had a suitcase and his two kids and his wife. And I did a U-turn and I rolled up on. I said, "Where you from, brother?" He said, "Man, I'm from Buffalo, New York." I said, "What happened?" He said, "Man, I had to explain it to you. I'm down on my luck, man. Me and my family ain't got no place to stay, ain't got no food, nothing." I said, "Where was you going?" He said, "I don't know." Got in the truck and I said, "Well, you got a hotel or something?" He said, "Yeah, it's a joint on Marine called Something Sweets is where we trying to go." And I took him down to the hotel. I went in there. I asked the lady how much the rooms was. She said the rooms $500 a night. So I went and told the dude, I said, "Man, it look like y'all gonna have to keep walking because the bills is $500 a night." I said, "What I could do is pray for y'all."
I can't see him walking with somebody to a hotel, a family, and then just leaving them stuck like that. I don't see him doing that. I don't see him doing that. But you know who is like that? The people that's judging Mike Epps for that joke. Because what you're doing is you're putting yourself in his shoes if he was to do something like that by canceling somebody. You're so quick to just cancel people. That ain't no cancel joke right there, bro. That ain't no cancel joke. And it don't even sound right. He down on his luck and it's $500 and he ain't got it for the hotel. You know how many hotel rooms out there is under $500? He could have easily been like, nah, we're gonna go over here and get this one over here for $150 a night. And then I could just put you in there for a couple days. But that lets you know this is just an off the fly joke. People, bruh, I don't know what we living in. This is corny, bro. It make me not like, yo, it make me not even want to be a part of it. Nothing. Yeah, let's cancel him. Let's mute him. Let's unlike. Like, just corny stuff, bro. Stop. This what my mind is at with it. We on the internet, we see what's going on in the internet, but we don't cancel none of these drill rappers rapping about the things that they just did, the crimes that they just committed. We don't want to cancel none of that stuff. I just unalived him. We up on the score. We not going to cancel that. I'm going to just call them new people. These new people that was raised however they was raised. I'm going to just go along with TikTok, what they be saying, how they be saying people NPCs now. They just go along with anything. This is comedy, y'all. And I was just watching some more the other day. She got a little special out. I heard they trying to cancel her. I'm like, wow. This generation of people, they wouldn't be able to stomach the comedians that I listened to growing up. The comedians I listened to growing up, it's like if you hear a joke that you don't necessarily like, all right, fast forward it. People just be wanting to cancel people because it's something that you can do. Because you have some type of power in your hands. People who grew up and have no power, now they have a little bit of power in the unsubscribe button. They got a little bit of power in the I'm not gonna like this button. This is whack. I love Mike Epps, bro. Do I agree with all of his jokes? Nah. If you don't agree with a joke, all you do is gotta fast forward it or don't watch it. What are you watching him for? If you watched him before, you already know how he get down. And there's some comedians out there that will hurt your feelings if you like that. If you real soft, SOF capital T, soft. We can't cancel Mike Epps, bro. And then he coming out, apologizing or whatever, saying, yeah, man, I made it up.
Man, look, I'm exhausted. I'm tired of apologizing. I'm a comedian. I crack jokes. Everything I say is not to be analyzed and put on blogs like I'm a bad person. I crack jokes. It's funny. I'm a comedian. It is exhausting. It wasn't even a real story. It was a joke. I didn't want to be too serious, so I made it a joke. No, I didn't leave a homeless family out on the street. Did I meet a homeless family and help them? Yeah, hell yeah, I helped them. Did I crack a joke and make a joke out of it at the end? Yeah, I made it funny. Damn, I'm a comedian, comic, C-O-M-I.
That's what their job is to convince you that they're telling the truth. And some of it might have been true, but he got to put his comedic spin to it. This is how they think. Everybody that have a certain skill, they don't think like normal people. That's why they have that skill. So the way I come in the house or I interact with people ain't the same way how a comedian would. Because a comedian, he's thinking like, okay, how could I make this a joke? Let me spice it up a little bit. But if you're saying it because, hey, there's homeless people out here for real, you know, he shouldn't be joking like that, then that means we don't need no comedians. That means we don't need no comedians. Because art imitates life. And this is comedic relief. We go through things. But how could we get through it? We laugh through it. But y'all trying to just make everybody apologize to make yourself feel good and all of that? It was a funny joke. And this is what comedians do. Off the fly. They could just make up things and be funny. That's their gift. And little do y'all know, these comedians are getting people throughout their day. Some people are depressed and got to throw on some comedy. I looked at my feed on X and I'm seeing these youngins out here unaliving themselves. Some people out here probably really thinking that only the music could get them through. Nah, we got a lot of avenues that could get us through. But they not tapping into their different avenues. Because y'all want to sit up here and cancel everybody. Cancel them. Unsub. Yeah, I'm going to unsub you. Come on, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Mike Epps being canceled off the joke. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Big Kish signing out. I'm going, y'all.